Alright, we are now recording. Life is good. Hello, hello. Welcome back to our city. As you can see, some progress has been made. I have started working on terrain details, which will be a bigger task than I imagined it would be. To get it to look good, at least. Alright. So one thing I did want to go over right away, after I turned down the music slightly. Thanks to Exo0, I now know how to make NPCs wander. Apparently you have to add the wander script. It seems a bit obvious, but, you know, I actually just double-checked and there it is. Gen Wander. There's even cat and dog. I don't know what these other ones do. I'll probably test around with it, but absolutely. Hopefully the wandering isn't stupid, because I don't want people to, you know, walk into walls and stuff. But I'll try it out. It could be pretty cool. Can't duplicate them in GM mode. Yeah, I figured. I think a way to get around that might be to create a custom NPC template. So what you can do is create a civilian, give them the script of Wander, and then save it as a template, which would be cool. We'll actually test that. I think that's a good idea. So what I will do is, let's say I want this lady to wander. She's going to be a generic female human civilian. So let's change her to human. Let's say citizen is better. Human citizen. Female. Civilian sounds a little military. Let's go to... She shouldn't have any treasure. That's important. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Why, am I dumb? No, there it is. Wander. Okay. Now we right-click. Export to root template. Human citizen. Display name. Resource ID. Okay. I think that's good enough. She's good. Yep. Can't forget the alignment, because I ended up testing some things. I created a bunch of paladin, like guard type NPCs, but I based them off of a bandit just because of the armor type, and I forgot to change the alignment. So as soon as I started the test, the guards just started murdering everyone. I'm like, no, stop! All right, so that should be good. Spawn section, also important to set. We're gonna go humanoids. Guess I'll just say citizens. Alright. Citizen female. Great. Now we scroll to the bottom. Citizen female. Now the test is, we place her. Does she have the script? Huh. Is it because this default character is here? Default character? No. That's very interesting. I would have thought the template scripts would save. There's no reason why it wouldn't. Odd question, maybe a stupid one, but how do you rotate the camera in the engine, and can you rebind it at all? You rotate with the middle mouse button. I believe there is a key bindings option. I saw it before, and I don't remember where it is. Preferences? Here you go. Interaction mode, decal, camera speed. Oh, look button. Looks like it's middle? I don't know if you can do custom keybinds. Oh, you can, I think. Maybe. I don't know. You'll have to play with it. But middle mouse button is what I got used to. Let's try something here. Let's go to scripts. Wander. Add. Okay. Save. Oh, yeah, a broken middle mouse button would definitely explain why that wouldn't work. Okay, let's try this place. Oh, it did save. I guess we just forgot to add the wander script to it. Wander duration? Priority? Wander range? Huh, wander range. That's interesting. I wonder if that's in units, because if you turn on the grid, you get this thing. So if it's set to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's a pretty small area. It might be useful to have wandering NPCs in this little market area, as I kind of like go from stall to stall, you know. Might be a little immersion breaking to have villagers just consistently walking from stall to stall, never buying anything, never going to bed. I don't know. We'll play with it. So for this lady, we'll leave her here. Okay. So I really, really want to get done with texturing tonight. Oh, too cool for tabletop. You said you had a specific question. Feel free to ask any and all questions. I will try to answer. A lot of the stuff I've been learning, I've been perusing the modding forum from the Larian forums and the subreddit, not subreddit, the Steam discussion. All sorts of interesting things there. The reason there's a lineup of NPCs here is because I was creating the guards and military for the city, which is, I'm going to add these as templates later. Alright, first thing I want to double check. Game Master. Is it civilian? Poor civilian. What's your category? Humanoids, civilians. Okay, so if I look for citizen, change to humanoids, civilians, then I won't have too much clutter. Alright. Oh man. 2 questions. A non-NPC question for you. In one of your videos you talked about having a set of walls auto-generate floors. I will retooled it for my needs and remove some walls and made material structure. Did you delete the wall entirely, or did you edit the wall? This is for Too Cool for Tabletop, because if you edit the wall and it's still attached to the building, then the floor won't go away. In order for that to happen, you have to make sure when you select the wall that under the building layer, this is set to none. Because if it's set to floor or roof, then no matter what you do, the original shape will always show up. So if you set it to none and then reset it, it'll create a new floor, or just leave it at none if you don't want anything. So to delete a wall, choose your building. In the sidebar, you'll want to make sure that the type for the building layer is set to none. Cool. Hope that helps. Torinval. I had a question. So I spent about 40 hours making a really cool city, but I want to rotate it because my world and base is that I can't figure out how to rotate an instance patron still. That's a good question. How would I do that? So you've already painted all your bushes and grass and things? I don't like this soundtrack. Hang on. I'm gonna change out the music here. Let's do some rhyme again, because rhyme's good stuff. You are most welcome to Cool for Tabletop. How do you rotate instances? That's a good question. Well, let's paint a couple and find out if that's actually something we can do. So we want to go with, let's do bush. If you see me pausing for a second, it's because I'm looking at the resource manager on the other monitor. I'll bring it over here. Bush reed. Bush fern. Let's just do some grass. Oh, Cousin Jay. Awesome. Good to see you. Painted everything. Oh man, I know how much work that can be. Tree oak grass. Is there just some regular grass I can do? Grass brown. Yeah, let's do some brown grass. So we're gonna add paint. Bring this back over here. That is a giant brush. Okay, so the question is, after the entire map is done, you want to rotate it. It sits on its north, but currently it is west. I don't actually know. I wonder, there must be an easy way to rotate a map. Because they wouldn't, knowing developers of tool sets, they wouldn't ask people to select everything and then rotate it manually. Because if you've used things like Photoshop and image editors, you would have to, you know, rotate 90 degrees clockwise, that sort of thing. Let's see. Toggle instant shadows. Update instances. Okay, so there's no way to move instances after they've been painted, from what I can see. Yeah, if you could change the compass, maybe it's a level data. No, that's just level bounds, and you can't edit that. Options, tools. That's a very good question, and it's probably one I'm going to encounter someday. Like double visuals. I have no idea. I don't mind diving into it a little bit more, though. How do you rotate an area? I know how you would do it manually, because you would just zoom out as far as possible and select everything, and then use the rotate tool. But the problem is, as it's mentioned, that the grass and all instances don't rotate, which is unfortunate. Hello, Garwan. Welcome. Do I have a YouTube? No, I do not have a YouTube channel. I have been, well, I have been talking, but it's been mentioned that tutorials, like smaller digestible tutorials, like maybe 3 to 5 minutes long, would be a lot easier for people to digest than hour-long streams. So I will probably be doing that, but it seems like other people are getting on the train, and I don't want to, you know, snatch the opportunity away from them. So if there aren't any tutorials that are going up, I will definitely make some smaller ones. But for now, it's just going to be some casual streams. Good question. Play spec cam, no. I know it's not any of the editors. It's not the world map generator. It's not the atmosphere tool. You were most welcome. I'm glad they were helpful. Yeah, I don't know, Tornval. That's Gizmos. Oh, gizmos show direction. That doesn't help. Oh yeah, for anyone who saw the previous streams where I was trying to guess the direction that benches were facing, all you had to do is do Control L, and it takes out a lot of the guesswork, which is nice. Walls, trigger shapes, resource usage, world outliner. I don't know if the world outliner would work. You know what? I'm gonna do a Google search. Original Sin 2 engine rotate map. That's gotta have come up at some point. Then again, the tool's only been out for a few days. Or a week. I don't know. Last week, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think until we figure that out, you might have to bite the bullet and just delete your instance layers and repaint them. I know it's a pain in the ass, but it's a lot better than doing terrain. Yeah, I don't know, man. Excuse me. Yawny. Paint properties. Yeah, that sucks. I will have to keep that in mind when building these areas. I don't know if there's any compass rotation either, aside from hitting the level. Alright, well, I will look into that at another time. For now, let's get back to doing some terrain, shall we? So I've already got paving. I kind of want the paving to stop here. I'll do grass and such. Yeah, you're welcome. That's an interesting problem. Do need some paving here. Not that much. Magic is affecting the compass. I'm sure they could suspend their belief for a while. You could just say, oh, this is actually north. I've had to do that a few times. That is the wrong stone. Silly me. Paving cobblestone. One thing that was suggested in the forum that I thought was a pretty good idea is like a best practices video. Just some tips on how to make things just a little bit nicer. There's also sort of little tidbits on how to make things look, you know, more realistic and immersive. For example, one thing I realized is that after filling in a house here, I realized, where do they make their food? Because I was looking at this, and I was like, there's absolutely nothing, so I had to add a little stove. For terrain, no, there is no way to have a square brush as far as I know. We can try and play with it though. I don't know what clamp value does. Let's set that to something big, like 9. Oh, that didn't do a whole lot, did it? A clamp? I have no idea what clamp does. Radius strength is just the check out radius multiplier. No. If you wanted to paint something absolutely square, you can select terrain, a section of terrain, and do edit selected only, and whatever you paint will only paint in that area. It's a little clunky, but it'll have to do. I'm sure they will add an actual square brush at some point. I just realized that these aren't centered, which is a problem. So let's fix that. Ah, I forgot the statue. The most important but. There we go. Now we need tree, garden, platform thingies. All this stuff. Is that better? That is indeed much better. Very nice. Okay. Back to painting. So, one thing I want to do before getting too excited is I want to fix the road in some places where it looks like it wouldn't be as healthy. Like here, we can do some deleting. I'm just right-clicking right now to delete. I'm gonna change the weight of my brush. Come on. Just to make things look less clean and artificial. Obviously this will be enhanced more as we add more layers, but I think for now this will do just a little. I don't want it to look too raggedy because this is a well-maintained city. I think this could be a bit less. All right, save. All right, let's add some more layers, shall we? What else do cities have? They've got dirt. Let's need some dirt roads here. dirt. Let's see what we got here. Nope, that's not dirt. It's called soil in this game. So let's do some, not sand. Grass tile, no. Don't need that. Wavy lava. There you go. That's appropriate, isn't it? Soil dry. Let's try that one. Let's do soil mud. Soil plant. Oh, I don't know what that one is. Earth grass, as opposed to non-earth grass. Snow, mud. Hey, there you go. Scorched earth, sand smooth. All right, got all sorts of things to test. Let's see here. Let's do them here. Paint. Oh, this is a decal. It's not gonna work. Delete. Soil grass. Oh, okay. So it's more like a less grass, more soil kind of thing. Okay. Soil plant. Oh, that's perfect. Is that 3D? Yep. That is beautiful though. I like that. Mud. Everybody likes mud. Okay. Soil dry. Um, I don't know if that's going to have a place in this city. It's more of an arid template or climate, not temperate. All right, so what do we want for layering here? We definitely want our cobblestones and everything at the top. And then we want earth grass. This is gonna be perfect. Gonna dot the edges here. Brush strength is too much. I think this is good because wherever there would be a dirt road, let's make it a little bigger, there would be patches of grass and such that are, you know, less dense. Trick is to not make it look like it's being painted with a brush, which is what we're doing. It's still too strong. There we go, that's better. When you're painting things like this, try and keep in mind what foot traffic is like. How do you paint under the stone layer? The layers that you have in order in your terrain window are the layers that will take priority. For example, since I have paving, the cobblestones and the stones over here at the top of this list, they will always be on top. If you've ever used Photoshop, it's very similar to the image layers. So since I have earth grass as a higher priority than plant, if I paint over this, see how the earth is still on top of the plants. So the order that these are in is important. And it just makes things easier, I imagine. It's a little too big, I think. Don't be afraid to kind of Bob Ross things every once in a while. Just go off and see what stuff looks like. You never know why there would be, you know, patches of dead grass or plants and things. Now, for this area, I plan for it to be very worn because this is the market, so this whole area is going to be pretty much mostly the soil here. Because, let's be honest, people don't always use the sidewalk. And now, to make it look a little more realistic, we're going to want some grassy sections just kind of peeking through. I don't know if I like... It looks like the soil is on top of the grass, when it should be the opposite. The grass should be growing over the dry soil, not the other way around. Is it just me? It doesn't look like this grass is on top of the soil. And that's tricky because the terrain itself is set to something specific. Can I copy this? Is there a way to duplicate? No. It's unfortunate. Save terrain. does this do? I was thinking about unloading this terrain and then loading in a replica with a different base texture. But if I don't do it right, then I will lose all of this height work I've done with the moat and the cliff and stuff. So that's a little dangerous. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose a grass brush itself. Grass tile, this is it. Add. I want the grass to be a higher priority than the earth. So if I paint with this instead of the other one. That's the wrong one. Oh, that never happened. Ignore. My mistake was I chose an object that was a texture for something else instead of a TR, which is for terrain. So don't do that. Soil forest, no. Can I just do soil grass? Something specific? Earth grass, soil grass. Is this it? Let's delete this one. Move this down. Ah, perfect. Now, does that look any different? Now let's try it with the deletion instead. Kind of close by. I think the grass on top looks much better. See, it's like it's over here, it's growing over the soil instead of this. I don't like this. This is weird. That's not how nature works. Okay, that's unfortunate. I think I know how to fix it though. Oh, that looks so much better. I was wondering why it was just looking a little weird. Like these dirt rings and such. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to delete the soil that I have. Actually, no, that's not what I'm going to have to do. There's got to be a way to swap out the terrain of a map. Oh, wait. Isn't it over here? Terrain material. Oh, I'm dumb. Oh, man. Oh, that's so much easier. God, I keep forgetting about the sidebar. I'm so used to Warcraft 3 Neverwinter Nights where everything is contained. So all terrain tools are in this one window, or all unit of things are in this one window, not split up. I have to get used to that. So this isn't as pretty as a start, but it is much better, and because of that we don't need this soil grass later. We can get rid of that. Earth grass. Okay. Here we go. Got a bit more painting to do. I think once we get rolling, this will be a lot less tedious and more fine-tuny. That's not working? Why is that not working? Oh, that's soil earth grass. I deleted the wrong layer. Ha ha ha. Add. No. Come on, Caden. Being silly here. There we go. Bring this up to a 4. I'll do some finer detailing in a bit. I just want to get the grass back to the way it was. The pavement's still there? I really hope it is. Oh no! Where did my stones go? Why? Wait, why is this... Why is this deleting the stone? I don't understand. It's a lower priority. What? See, this is higher on the list, but for some reason it's not painting over it. Oh man. I've never had this much trouble with terrain. Why is it being weird now? So the base layer is the soil. Women's prison is on top. 1, 2, 3, soil. That shouldn't be happening. What? Yeah, okay, that's fine. If that fixes it, whatever. Oh, the things we learned together. Alright, let's go back to fixing the grass, shall we? All right. Let's do some detailing now, shall we? No more hiccups. Got a lot of work to do. Strength. 1. You are most welcome, Milena? I guess that's how you say it, Milena? Milena B. I'm glad I was able to help. Good stuff. If you have any specific questions as we're going, you're welcome to ask. I did cover some stuff towards the beginning of the video. That was probably missed. Mostly how to make NPCs wander. And knowing which way chairs are facing. Which is kind of easy unless they're, you know, stools or benches. Like, I don't know, when they sit on this bench, which way will they face? Tune in next time. Boy, that was a journey yesterday. We're counting the planks and the screws. Like, alright, if there are 2 screws on the left, the chair is facing the right way. Oh, that's good. You're ahead of the curve then. So what I'm trying to do with this, the soil here is I'm trying to go for a... You know when someone is middle-aged and their beard and mustache have a bit of that salt and pepper look? You can kind of tell they're hitting that point. I don't want it to be that person has gray hair. I want it to be, oh, you know, this is a little worn. Doesn't matter if it sticks out a little bit here or there. Let me know if you can hear my clicking. I know that can get annoying. I try to make sure my device sounds are as quiet as possible. This brush is getting a little too big. I added a river water plane, but I don't know how to add sounds to it. You can do sounds in a couple ways. Some objects you can attach sounds to. Sometimes you have to place the sound manually. I will show you in just a second. I'll finish this quickly. I think that corner is just right. Oh, it looks so much better. I'm glad we went with the grass on top instead of the soil peeking through. I want this to be kind of splotchy. Grass is growing here and there, kind of thing. It's, don't worry when you're painting terrain, if it starts to look odd, layering 2D, things and trying to get them to look natural is difficult because the world isn't flat. There's grass, there's weeds, and all sorts of things. It's, once you start to add, things with the instance painting, it gets a lot better. So be gentle with yourself when you're criticizing your work. General life rule, I guess. Not too lax either. You don't want to just throw stuff together and be like, ah, this is done. That's good enough, I think. Alright, let's do the sound thing. So for the fountain, I click the fountain. There is a loop sound option. Not all objects have this field. When you go to select what you want, you're going to go to your resource manager. Make sure you have the sound, looks like the volume thing on your computer, and just search for what you want. I just searched for water, and there was fountains, there was beaches and lakes and rivers. I would be very surprised if your water object doesn't have that sound option. Let's find out. I think I've got one over here. Click. Loop sound. Yep. So that's where you want to go. Just check your sidebar. If that doesn't work, you're going to have to search for a sound in the root template and place it. You are very welcome. That is the wrong... There we go. What is that straight line? Oh, see how much that sticks out like a sore thumb? I'm just like right over here. It's like, oh, your eyes just go right to it. That's gross. It's better. You can make a custom map that is sent automatically to players, or do you have to download your maps? I have a theory on that, Ian. If you are using content that is pulling from the game assets, anything that's already in the GM mode, you don't need to have them subscribe. However, anything that's changed, like significantly, like new templates or imported textures and things like that, then everyone needs to download it. Melena says you have to have them downloaded. Yeah, I think it's just safe to have them downloaded anyway. I know in Neverwinter Nights, you didn't have to have people download things unless they were using resources from outside the game. Yep. This mod is most likely going to be friends only while in testing. I'll make it public later. Here. Oh, they have to be downloaded separately. Okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah, okay. I'm sure we've got some other Neverwinter Nights vets here. You remember when the CEP Community Expansion Pack came out for the first time? Oh man, that was a nightmare. How do I get this integrated with my server? What do I do? Where do I download? What do my players need? Have a good one, Tornval. Thanks for hanging out. I will be streaming Mondays and Wednesdays every week, same time. Alright, I think... what I would like is a bit of mud around here. Maybe not mud? No, not mud. I need some different soil here. Oh, I already have it. The lava rock. So the little story behind this for newer people, the reason why this looks odd with this glowy thing inside, is when the city was sieged by the demon hordes, quote-unquote DM storytelling, they launched things over the wall and, dealt some serious damage. But one thing that was launched specifically came flying. See, there's a catapult out here, like, boom! And it went through the wall, crashed through, into this house, and landed right here. Ah! Mistress Mao is watching. She's going to be one of my players. But yes, so this thing destroyed this house, and there's going to be some paladins guarding the outside and investigating, and the players are going to have to figure out what's going on, and all that sort of thing. So, the big thing is, stuff is perpetually burning. So I want to bring this lava up, I think. No, not the rock. Don't want that. Actually, a little bit's fine. Mostly the soil, I think. Kind of wanted to look like the house was on fire at some point in some places. Not the whole thing. Door. Backside here. And this is what I meant by character. When you're designing your areas, don't just put buildings down. Like, a great example is the standard Game Master maps. They are designed to be used for anything. They are open, they're vanilla. That's a good question, Ian. I think a lot of the things I'm going to do for specific interiors, like inns or, you know, big temples and stuff, I will do as separate maps. But in some cases, if it's not going to be a big chore to decorate something, I'll just make it on the map itself. Like this house, I did the interior of. I did the interior of this barracks over here. Already have some NPCs inside. But for example, this university of, you know, magic, I'm going to do as a separate thing because it's got different layers and I want to, you know, give some more detail to it. Alright. Let's go back to painting some grass here, shall we? The blue force field. It is impossible to select because it's a weird hitbox. Ugh, come on. You have to do like the very base. Come on, man. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. Oh. You know what? Where is it? Hang on a second. There's an easier way to do this. Not atmospheres. Where is that tool? I never use it, so I never remember to... Oh, World Outliner. Alright, it's in here somewhere. Let's make sure I'm not missing some questions here. Heroic Cookie! Hey, just found and watched your terrain video. Pure gold. Help me understand the tools. Otherwise, complete. Yeah, I'm glad it helped, Heroic. I will hopefully continue to deliver relative information. For now, it's mostly just terrain painting and texturing, that sort of thing. Are you setting a start point for each map? You can set the start point in the GM mode. I don't plan to do it in this map because where the players begin, I want to kind of decide on the fly. For example, if they're all knocked unconscious and I want them to wake up outside of someone's house that saved them, I'll start them here. If they're just coming to the city, I'll start them here, or, you know, that sort of thing. I'm 99% sure the word magic in it. Magic wall, that's what it is. I'm sure that's a keyword you can just search for here. Magic. And it's a placeable. There it goes. Magic wall. There's all sorts of magic walls. There's green ones and stuff. Green ones and yellow ones and such. Alright, back to painting. That's not what I want. This one. Needs to be bigger. Alright, I think this section is mostly okay. I find the most efficient way to do terrain. All right, see you, Ian. Thanks for stopping by. I will post the VOD after every Twitch stream. I shouldn't say Twitch stream since I don't do any other kind of streaming. You get the idea? But yeah, the most efficient way to go through terrain layers is to just do one at a time. Paint your roads, do the accenting for the roads, go through, and if you want specific puddles somewhere, do that. If you think there should be mud where a bunch of wagons have gathered, do that. Just kind of go through in several passes. It's generally the best way to go through and make sure you get everything. Kind of want this to lead up to here. This needs to be grass. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I agree completely, Heroic Cookie. When I first started with things, I kind of made a little area that looks nice, as far as like the road and such. Then I just painted over everything. Everyone will figure out their own best practices. I think this is good. Alright, so that's enough of that. This is perfect, that's good. Maybe a little bit here. Does that look weird? No, I think that's perfect. Alright. Mud! Now, I'm going to do what Heroic Cookie said here. We're going to test the mud first. The mud isn't working because it's too low. Why does that look like the skin of some sort of creature? I don't know if I like that. Huh. Yeah, that looks like weird undead skin to me. Is that just me? Oh, that's strange. Okay, I'm not gonna use that one. Different mud. The Beast in Ashan. Oh, man. For anyone who doesn't get the reference, it's from Path of Exile. The Beast is one of the... I guess you could say the Beast is an antagonist? I don't really know. I like that soil, the A. Let's try B soil. Oh, I didn't choose it. Eh. How is that mud? Oh, it's a lighter soil. Not quite nice. I'm going to go with A soil, I think. Wait, what? Oh, I deleted the wrong one. Ha! Why is that still there if I deleted the layer? What? That's so strange. Can't get the loop sound to work. Huh. What about it isn't working? Is it just not... Are you not hearing it? I think something's wrong with this level. I need to save. Reload. It's not audible. Why is it not audible? Is it not audible in your... Did you test it in game, or is it not audible in the tool set? Why is this soil here? Oh, interesting. Okay, so if it's in both. Sometimes if... Yeah, I believe there's a way to disable sounds in the toolset. So if you weren't hearing the toolset, but you could hear it in game, then that would be why. I'm not entirely sure why it wouldn't work in both. Are you sure it's a sound object? Would you like me to test it for you? If you tell me what sound you used, I'll try it out and see if it works for me or not. No! Dang it! Can I undo that? No. Poop. I did not mean to... delete that layer. I think this is the mud I wanted. Oop. Ah, it's so frustrating. Come on. There we go. Point sound, water, river, large, loop, ST. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy the fountain. Put it over here. Going to go to our sound objects. River, not rover. Goodness gracious. Point sound, large, 2 loop. Alright. Now, I don't hear it either, but we're going to try reload level. Let's see if this does it. This one works. And this works. Try reloading your level. This seems to have done it for me. It might be a bit of a pain in the butt, but seems to have worked. You are most welcome. Glad that worked. Oh, I need my brush to be smaller. I just want the tiniest bits of buds to show up. And you know where there would be more mud than usual? Probably by the house that was on fire. Gotta douse it in water. I love the soundtrack, man. It's beautiful. Ugh, it's always weird passing that wall. It makes that sound every time. You thought you passed that wall in yours. Yeah. It's, kind of gets me every time I pass it. Oh, the sewer. Sewer should definitely have mud. That seems like something sewers. Sewers? Something that sound like Sean Connery. Down to the sewers. I kind of missed the back of these houses, didn't I? Where's my grass? There it is. All right. I think we're good on mud now. What else do cities have? What are the layers? There's grass, there's dirt, there's mud. I don't really feel like I need to do any puddles or anything. That's not really something I want to tackle right now. The sooner I get the zone done, the sooner I can work on a new area. I've been on this for a couple of days, maybe 3 days now, and it's kind of getting the itch to move on, you know? Alright, I think that is good as far as terrain detail goes. Can always add later. For now, let's get some, let's get some instance painting. This is always a fun part. I like this part. So, I'm going to go to our tool, go to choose bear, and just paint them everywhere. No, just kidding. Let's get some more grass. Grass tall, grass swamp. I think grass tall will work. Grass thick will also work. Regular grass, there we go. Alright, we want some rocks. Or, not rocks, stones, I guess is the difference. No, not stones. Oh, maybe it's rocks. Yeah, 0. It's, surprisingly time-consuming. Need some small rocks, that's what I want. Let's add small rocks, let's add... some of these, maybe a couple moss ones. Bushes are also good. Would ferns grow in a city? I don't know if ferns would grow in a city. Maybe some nettles. Branch dead. Forest bushes. Oh, flowers. That's what we need. Need some pretty flowers. Field flowers. Nothing major. Why is that pulsating? Oh. No bueno. Alright. That should be good for now. Oh, I forgot a layer we didn't do. Where is it? Soil plant. That's perfect. Oh, it's just... It's very subtle, but you can... I don't know. I like it. I think it's a nice little touch. Just in some places where there wouldn't really be much grass. Don't want it to be too thick, though. It is a creature. Some sort of vegetable mine. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Crap. I forgot to plug these gaps here. This is this big flat section. What can I put there? Not trees. Let's just do something quickly, like... Tower? Will that do? Looks like it's about the right height. Oh, it's the wrong stone. Poop. Castle wall tower. Oh my goodness, why? No. Oh, I can just resize these. Alright, I have an idea. Where's the broken one? There it is. You! Be tiny. That's not gonna work. Might have to settle for a different brick type. Where's that flat one? Oh. Maybe that'll do. Kinda like that. Sorry if I get quiet during these moments. I have a habit of getting quiet when I'm thinking / concentrating. What? Why is that happening? There. You know what? It'll do. It looks fine. It's like an extension of the staircase. Right, back to making things pretty. Alright, that's another layer done, I think. Let's do a quick once over. Got a little bit more here. Go there. Looks good to me. Alright, let's do some instance painting, shall we? Let's see what a cluster looks like. First of all, we want to select everything. Click. Hold shift, left click. Scroll down a bit. And make sure everything is rotating Y. Now, I absolutely don't want to paint everything at the same time. I'm going to see what these things look like together. That's all I want. Okay, I think my brush strength can be a bit better. You want to change the flow. So brown grass is going to be less than common. Grass tall is going to be fine. Grass thick is also going to be less than common. Regular grass I want to be more common. Rocks, much less. Metals, rare. Bush leaves, also rare. I will hand paint the flowers and such afterwards. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Here we go. Okay, okay, not bad. Cool, I think that'll do. Definitely want to make sure stuff isn't clipping through the wall. These, what is this? Is that the giant thing? Oh, hang on. No, I like that one. That's, the tall one is way too, prominent. Let's turn that down a bit. If you see me placing things and deleting it right afterwards, it's just because I'm experimenting with what it looks like in that area. I don't think this alleyway would be quite that dense. I can delete some of that. Some of these bushes are way bigger than I thought they would be. Which is alright. Can work with it. I'm gonna make these, I think I would rather hand place these large bushes than... Is this it? Yeah. I'm gonna move this. I'm not going to include that. I only think I need one rock type as well. Sleeves. Alright, that's better. And remember, when you're painting instances, you can scroll down and remove floating and remove duplicates. It will help with FPS losses and stuff like that. Okay, that's pretty good. I just want this to be some sort of bramble random area. This could use some love as well. Hope everyone's having a good week. I know it's already Wednesday. Kind of feels like a slower week for me, but it's not too bad. Just accidentally deleted a whole section of bushes I didn't mean to. That's cool. A biggie. Happy little accidents, as Mr. Bob Ross would say. Alright, So, we've done some very broad uh, painting here. Uh, but as you can see, it doesn't look quite done yet. Because what we still need to do is go in and place what we actually want. So what I want to do... Is this regular grass? Okay, so regular grass I want to vary in size. I want it to be... How big is this? That needs to be the max. We'll do 0.6 for the minimum. And I want the flow to be a bit higher. So for regular grass, it's going to be a bit more common, and it doesn't have to have as much stuff in it. And we can just kind of add it where grass would make sense. Maybe this little corner over here. I'm going to highlight this, remove duplicates, because I feel like I'm going to need quite a bit of it. I do want to mix in some... I think it's thick grass? Every once in a while? Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I don't know why my hand starts cramping after I use the editor too much. It's really no different from regular right-clicking. I don't know why it would act up. Oh, ha! Bushes sticking through walls and such. Definitely think we need to fix that. I'll remember to do that later. For now, we can just continue with our standard grass. And be careful when painting with instances that you don't cover up things that you want players to see. Don't add noise where there's supposed to be focus. I think this bush needs to be... Well, thick needs to be a little less common. I'll mix it up with this one as well. Ah! Dang it. Forgetting about that. Okay, so this is going to be commonly walked, commonly walked. think I want just grass for here. Don't know if you've covered this, but when I built a level that players are able to move the camera way out of bounds of the level, how do I fix that? I haven't actually tested any of my levels with players yet, so I'm not entirely sure. Have you generated the world map? With the, world map renderer in the tools section? I believe that is one thing that helps with camera bounds. I might be wrong, though. Yeah, give that a try. Generating the world map basically determines the map of your area. If that doesn't work, let me know. Any videos that show basic camera navigation? No, not that I know of. I know some people have started to put out some pretty basic tutorials, not tools. But it's fairly intuitive. I use WASD to move the camera around. To look, I use the middle mouse button. And that's pretty much all the controls you see me using. When I first loaded the editor, it was a bit odd trying to figure out the camera controls. It's definitely different from a lot of other tool sets, but it feels pretty good after a while. Not having to do everything with the mouse is nice, like in Neverwinter Nights. It's weird because usually when you press W, it's supposed to go up, and then S is down, but yeah. Oh yeah, definitely adjust the camera sensitivity, which you can do up here with change editor camera settings. I brought mine down way I think it defaults at 100. 25 is good enough for me. If it's too fast, you overshoot things all the time. It's crazy. I will be sure to include camera controls in the basic tutorials I'm going to be doing. This is starting to come together, I think. Yes, I think I will be doing YouTube videos eventually. There's been quite a bit of interest in that sort of thing in just in the modding community in general. And the Larian moderator for the modding forum has mentioned that they were waiting for people to put up smaller tutorials, so I figured I would volunteer for that. Because who doesn't like helping? I feel like I overdid it with bushes in some places. I'm gonna get rid of some of these. Like right here. Where are these bushes? Have I joined the Divinity Discord? No, I have not. I'm already in a few Discords, and in that case, it is definitely not a the more the merrier kind of situation. But I will probably avoid doing that. Unless people want me to, because I mean, if that's a more real-time way for people to get feedback or answers, then that might be worthwhile. One Discord goes a long way. Yeah. As far as being busy and such. I keep wanting to paint more grass, but I don't want to overdo it. Alright, I want to do some hand placing of bushes in specific places, and then I'm going to do flowers. And I think we're kind of done with this one. I'm really excited to start on a new area. Like, I really liked building this. Oh, hang on. I forgot to fix the wall. I really like building this area, but... oh man. Tackling large maps is definitely a bit draining. Alright, let's get some bushes down here. Oh, an editor channel. Alright. Don't use the instance painter for trees. It's tempting, but all these trees you see, I just placed and resized as I wanted. If you're doing a large forest, what you can do is do a decent sized section of trees, copy the section you've made, and then in the rotation tool, you can do, not rotation tool, what is it? There's a way to make it so things paste in random directions. I think it's this one. Place new object. Random rotation, I think that's it. Or you can rotate them yourself. So just do a small section of trees, make it look nice, and then paste it and edit it as you go. Alright, where do I want bush? Specific bushes. Let's do one here. Maybe here instead. Okay. You're welcome. I remember learning how to do batch stuff like that when I made an RPG map in Warcraft 3, and I was designing a forest area, and in Warcraft 3, there is the tree painting tool, but it's more of a wall than a walkable zone, so it was very interesting to try and get that to work. Not having a whole lot of luck with bush locations here. I think I've got everything covered. Maybe here? Oh, that looks weird. Oh, I like that one there. Oh man. I'm excited to finish this up. Finish this. Shouldn't end sentences and prepositions. Goodness. I think that'll do. Got some crates back there. Let's get some more bushes back here. Oh man. Yeah, I can see how that would be very time consuming, Zero. Watching your first videos where do you add terrain? I'm trying to paint grass into my terrain. For designer, what do you mean by paint grass? Are you trying to paint terrain grass, or are you trying to paint grass like I'm doing right now? And yes, I'm making this map to play in Game Master mode. Terrain grass. Okay, it's the same as any other grass. Any other terrain, sorry. You just want to... I'll show you what I did. I did soil grass A. So what you want to do is you go to your resource manager. You right-click material resource to make sure that's the only thing you have selected. You type grass, and you move away from the fountain so you don't have to hear the water effect. Soil grass A. Make sure it starts with TR, because that means it's usable for terrain. I believe... No, VP does not work. So TR, there's earth grass and soil grass. And then you press the plus button. If it's not working, make sure you have your terrain level selected. Because if I do this and I press the plus button, nothing happens. Because I'm not assigning this grass to any object. I have to assign it to my terrain. And then you press the plus button. Hopefully that helps. If I ever explain something and it doesn't make sense, just say redo or something. You're welcome. Want to leave these alleys open just in case people want to do some nighttime mugging shenanigans or something. I have one player in my group that's interesting with their gameplay choices, so I like to leave various avenues open. Alright, I think I'm going to do flowers, and then I'm good to go. No, that's totally cool. Too cool for tabletop. The more questions, the better. I really do not mind. I do record these streams, so any questions people ask is just better for people who like to watch VODs and such. That's a lot of red flowers. Supposed to be 50-50 here, guys. GM mode in Neverwinter Nights was very similar to GM mode in this game. What are the differences? You couldn't directly edit NPCs in the game with sub-menus. You had to do it through console commands. You couldn't generate items, but it was very easy to move around. It was very easy to create large groups of creatures and encounters, because everything was made in the toolset and then put into the GM mode, very similar to this game. But, for example, if my players were on a road and they wanted them to be suddenly ambushed, I could just, you know, paint some creatures very quickly, and it was all real time. Uh, Divinity is going to be a little more tricky because of the turn-based element and things being tabletop. You don't want to murder your players outright, so it's going to be more of a balancing act. Otherwise, very similar. That's kind of why I'm getting into this so quickly. It's kind of like riding a different but old bike. Made a new NPC in the editor and exported the root template. Want to change the NPC, but I didn't know how to edit it, so I deleted it. Made it. I saved it as the same name, loaded the GM mod in the GM, and now in the NPC. Re-edited it. How did you delete it from the root template? Did you go to the folder and delete it with the, by matching up the GUID? Within D2S and the root templates. Wait, really? You can delete root templates by pressing delete? That might be a new thing for me. Hang on a second. I want to test that. Because I created a creature I want to get rid of. Alright, I'm having a hard time understanding your process here. So, you made a new NPC in the editor and exported it to the root template tool. So, by doing that, you mean you found an NPC, let's say, I don't know, something that we can work with here. Lizards, rhino, whatever. This. You edited it the way you wanted, and then you right-clicked export to root template in GM mode. If it, did you make sure to set the spawn section and subsection? Because if you don't select these, then they won't show up in GM mode. And you can't edit these. You did that, okay. Let me reread your question here. Did you publish the project to update your changes? On the export window. Yep, that should do it. That should be the same. Yes, if you want your... I think that should do it. Also, make sure if you are making changes to an area, that when you go into the GM mode, delete the old version of that area, create a new scene, and use your new version, because I had this zone saved, and I was making these changes with these NPCs, and I was loading the GM client, but they just weren't showing up. It's because it saves the older version of the scene you make. So make sure you delete old ones and load new ones when you do that. See if that works. Took a little while for me to understand your question. Sorry about that. Divinity Uploaded Sin. Oh, you're right. Yeah, if they're just showing up in GM mode, if you haven't placed them on the map itself, it won't matter. Yeah. Your camera is now auto-panning. I had that problem when I was holding D and I Alt-Tab to look at something. And my camera got stuck. I fixed it by switching camera with the button up here. If that doesn't work, you're going to have to restart the client. I don't like this track. I'm going to skip this one. Oh man, I think we're almost done. I'm excited. Oh, we need to test that wander mechanic. She still has wander set, right? Scripts? Yes, she does. Okay. Milena B to the rescue. Good to know. Actually, does that work? Oh, look at that. I'm auto-panning. Alt. D. Oh, it's not working. Oh, there we go. Got it. Got him! Okay, one thing I did forget to do is I need to paint my AI. Because it's everyone's favorite part of the map. Oh god. Seed fill. Save. Full generate, here we go. Oh, I'm excited! Let's see if it looks good. Okay, okay. Is this... Why is that... okay. That looks good, that looks good. That's not red at all. I have not figured out how to easily fix the white minimap border. And that's not the minimap, that's the actual map. Players don't get a minimap, I don't believe. The minimap is just for the GM. When a player goes into a zone, they can press M and they pull up the map. I had to fiddle with the world border here and keep rendering until it looked good. I don't know an easier way to do it. But, yeah. This entire house is not enterable, and that needs to be fixed. Walk on. False. Walkable. Alright. That looks good. Already got this house sorted out. Just make sure I know what I'm doing here. Walkable. Why is that set to walkable? Interesting. Oh, okay. That's right. So this needs to be walkable. This also needs to be walkable. Let's see if that does it. I plan to personally do all multi-story buildings as separate instances. I haven't figured out how to do it in the map itself because of the floor dilemma. Because when you generate a floor, it's just a flat plane. And when you put stairs beneath it or, you know, whatever, it just covers up the stairway. I don't know how to get around that. I'm sure there'll be a tutorial on it later, and I'm keeping an eye out because I really want to make some two-story buildings, especially like taverns and things. But to start, I have no idea how to do multi-story buildings. Oh man, I'm excited to finish this area. The stream will not stop until we are done. And I have another multi-hour video to upload, and that's always a good time. I'll just leave it on overnight. No biggie. Alright, make sure this all looks good. Looks good. Yes, yes, yes. Why is this not a thing? Something I found super useful has been turning on snap to grid for rotating and moving objects. Yes, I love snap to grid for rotating. It makes things very easy to orient properly. Do recommend. Shift for camera speed is nice. Shift is nice for camera speed. You know what? I'm gonna admit it. Today I learned. I did not know you could press shift to make it faster. Good stuff. To access tools for movement and things like that, designer, you can right-click any of these options. Right-click rotate, you can right-click resize, placing, all that kind of stuff. What? Game of Thrones suddenly. Pass. Let's listen to some... I don't know. Gothic 3, why not? Yes, I saw that, Belena. Good stuff. I think I saw that. Pretty sure I did. Oh, this rendered the building perfectly. Ah, I love it. Makes my life so much easier. I don't know what is with this slow rotating with the AI tool selected. Too cool for tabletop. Oh, the slow camera. Oh, dramatic zoom in. Oh, super fast. Oh god, where am I? What happened? Okay. Alright, do I see any other areas that need some love here? Walls look good, walls look good. Oh, this. This needs to be fixed. Paint. Block. Oh, I forgot to add a door to this building. I will need to do that. Need to add a door. I also need to lock or disable some doors here. Let's do that quickly. Hide. Go away. So this is accessible. This needs to be not accessible. Where's the action? Am I dumb? Am I being dumb again? Ah, use actions. Okay, I think I already said it. Looks like I did. Go me. Where's the use action here? Do I need to fill light objects floating around for a GM mode only map? No. If you place light objects, almost all of them, 99% of them have light triggers attached to them. So just make sure you have torches and stuff and it'll be fine. This door isn't a door. Huh. It counts as a decoration. So even if I wanted to, people wouldn't be able to open this. That's good to know. None of these are doors. Interesting. Alrighty. Ah, yes. Deleting things without knowing what they do. Oh yeah, there's different types of doors. I mean, I knew that. It's like there are some doors that are decorations and some that are actually doors. I guess the VOD. Ah, unique. I guess these aren't technically door objects. That's good to know, so I don't make that mistake. It has to be specifically door. Alright, castle house door. That's the one I want. Stick that in here. Make sure it's the right size, which I don't think it is. 0.9. That is too small. 0.95. No, not 0.5. Ugh. Goodness. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. There we go. I think that does it. Beautiful. The door needs to be set to not openable. Alrighty. Oh, this one is set to open, right? Yep. This needs to be set to not open. Oh, wait. No, I do want to open on that one. Door. This is the one I don't want. Accidentally selected the drawbridge. Alright, before we say this is done, let's open it up in the GM tool so we can test out the NPC wandering. I am going to have a day of just making NPCs. I realized trying to do it while getting areas trimmed out was inefficient. So I'm just going to save that for later, I think. For now, project. Publish project. Friends only. Go! Are you excited? I'm excited. Done. Alright, let's close this. And let's open up Divinity 2. Has to re-download the mod. Oh, I'm excited. I haven't actually tested this yet. I mean, I've done a little bit of running around in the toolset editor. Let's make sure the video is proper here. Game Master mode. Look at that world map. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright. I love this main theme, by the way. It's quickly becoming one of my favorites. Alright, let's make a new scene. Gonna call it test. Going to look for Empire Town, there it is. Load scene. Oh, here we go. Alright. Get rid of this fog of war here. First of all, just so we can appreciate the mood, let's do a nice daytime. Let's try dawn. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to make the shadows brighter. Dang it. Remember to do that. Oh, man. Look at this. Oh, she's not there. Where did she go? Madam! Miss... Oh, there you are. Look, she's wandering! Zero! You're a champion! Got a little wander script. Hello, madam. Yes. That is a very tiny radius. I might have to test it a bit and see if I can get it to be, like, full city wandering. I don't know. We'll find out. What happens if we do clear sky? I guess that's the default, isn't it? Alright, alright. Look at all these NPCs. I love the paladin models. They're very pretty. Not sure about the big pointy hats, but whatever. I absolutely need to change the shadow detail. Yeah, I'll have to play with the patrolling. Ooh, what does nighttime look like? I need to make sure I got my lighting right. Night City. Oh man, look at that. Oh, this makes me really happy. It's... there was a moment where I was working on this map and I was just thinking, I don't really want to work on this anymore because it's just a big space, but once you get to see it like this, it's just... It's perfect. Oh, and the blue lighting. I actually added a blue light object here so it shows up. Can I get like a really dark night? Does that work? Oh man. That's spooky. Why is that window showing up as a reference? That's weird. Oh, they're all showing up like that. Oh no. Is that all buildings? No, it's just this one. Why? Why? What is this? Gross. Oh, it's the whole building. Ah. What did I do? Oh, I need to add more lamps in here. Haha. This room's fine. This room is not. This is awesome. Oh, so we wanted to test wandering, and was there anything else we wanted to test? I don't think so. I think that's good for now. I'll figure out the window stuff next time. Let's try some rain, and I think we'll call it a night. That's very cool. The Mr. Yisak. Hey mate, just want to say thanks for the tutorials, massive help. You are very welcome. I am glad I was able to help. And hopefully we'll continue helping. Remove peace mode. I shouldn't make too much of a difference. I've been pretty diligent about my NPC alignments. I think we're good. Alright. Heavy storm. Shortcut to duplicate an object. Make sure you have the move object button clicked, hold shift, and then move it in any direction. It should automatically copy it. Ooh, lightning bolt. Wow. Alright guys, I think that is it for tonight's stream. Thank you for your input and good questions. I will work on tidying up the windows and stuff tomorrow, I think. NPCs will come later. For now, I think I'm just gonna start working on another zone next time. Probably a, I want to work with the elven treehouse objects. They look very interesting, and the elves are a big part of the campaign I'm going to be running, so it'll be perfect. Until then, I hope everyone has a wonderful week and weekend. I will see you Monday. Mondays and Wednesdays, that's going to be my new schedule. So have a good one, and take care, guys.